So poops, Malaysia is a Muslim majority country. The majority of the country practice Islam in their daily lives. You hear prayers at government ceremonies. We celebrate Hari Raya Aidilfitri every year. But no matter what, whatever people say, Islam is not the official religion of Malaysia. So poops, the reason I'm talking about this is because Hanif Khatri Abdullah made a statement the other day saying that Islam is the agama persekutuan, bukan agama rasmi. Translated to English, it means Islam is the religion of the Federation, not the official religion. And you would think to yourself that this makes complete sense, but right when the statement came out, then immediately you had people like this Nur.5256 here saying agenda dah bermula nak keluarkan Islam sebagai agama rasmi negara. Persekutuan tu bukan negara Malaysia ke, tanya sahaja. You know, I wonder what these people are actually thinking. Like, calling this guy a DAP agent, like, do they not know that this guy is actually like one of the PN big gun legal team people who goes out and continually defends Mahathir himself? Yeah, I don't think these people actually think about that. I think that they just want the lies that they believe to be true. And the next thing you know, you have all these people talking about how agama rasmi lah tu jangan pusing cerita, agama persekutuan agama rasmi pula. Somehow or another, they are so convinced that there is indeed an official state religion. So you know what? Let's solve the problem and actually look at our supreme law. Alright, Federal Constitution 2020. Alright, let's go over to Article 3, which is exactly about this. And there it says, Religion of the Federation. 3.1. Islam is the religion of the Federation, but other religions may be practiced in peace and harmony in any part of the Federation. You would think that this would solve the problem since people understand clearly that it doesn't say official religion or state religion, but no. You actually see a whole lot of people trying to go out there and fight against it, debate about it. No, surely it must be the official state religion. Absolutely 100%. As they play their mirror mirror on the wall, who's the most religious of them all game, for which there are no winners.
Definitely not people who commit lese-majesty, by the way.
What we have to admit though is that Islam has a special and ceremonial position in Malaysia as a country. You do have Islamic rituals in state functions, there are Islamic courts, religious councils, there's Jakim, but that does not make it
the official religion.
See, the framers of our constitution were very careful when they wrote out what would eventually become the Malaysian Federal Constitution, and Tunku Abdul Rahman was very clear upon submitting the Alliance Memorandum that the religion of Malaya shall be Islam and shall not imply that the state is not a secular state. But then of course, you've got the 929 and 617 declarations by our beloved Tun Dr. Mahathir before eventually, years later, he declares that Malaysia is not Islamic or secular. But see, even in this heightened state of awareness, our beloved Tun makes a mistake. He says, we never said this is a secular state either. We are just an ordinary state, whatever that means, that recognizes Islam as the official religion of the country. Okay?
Nope, you're wrong.
When we say official religion, that suggests actually that your state law, your institutions are formally and primarily derived from that religion, which is exactly what the framers of the constitution, in consultation with the royals, decided that they kind of didn't want because the rulers wanted to maintain authority over religion in their states. Now, if you actually want examples of states where Islam is the official religion, you've got Saudi Arabia, where in the basic law of governance it says the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is a sovereign Arab Islamic state, its religion is Islam, its constitution is the Book of God and the Sunnah of His Prophet. So here, the religion is not just recognized, it is the basis of the constitution, meaning unlike Malaysia. And there is no way that any other religion can actually practice, which is unlike Malaysia. In the constitution, we guarantee freedom of religion, which is a big part of our multiculturalism, our diversity, and what makes Malaysia, Malaysia. Then you've got, of course, Pakistan, where in Article 227 of their constitution it says, all existing laws must be brought into conformity with the injunctions of Islam and no law can be enacted contrary to them. Which is different from Malaysia, where you have judgments like Che Omar versus Public Prosecutor that kind of overturn that. So yeah, no. what Malaysia has is not an official religion, it is the religion of the federation. Think of a federation as something that's kind of separate from all of the states. I think the best analogy is that of a company. In most companies, you have a whole bunch of different people coming together with different roles and responsibilities, and maybe they're employed but are not the same as the company itself. If you work for Meta, for example,
Or even if you're Mark Zuckerberg,
you're not Meta itself. Like, Meta is a separate legal organization that has its own rights, has to follow certain laws, but it has a name, an existence, it can have a bank account, and pretty much all of the other things that legally defined persons have access to. In the same way, you have a federation, which is not really a company or a person, but it's another kind of entity whereby you've got all of the states that come together under this new entity, and that is Malaysia. So when you say that the religion of the federation is Islam, if you like, you can think of it as having a boss, for example, who happens to be a Muslim. The boss can practice all of his different rituals throughout the company and everything, but it's not like the boss forces every single person to be a Muslim. That's not how it works. Which wouldn't be the same if it were an official religion whereby every single person living under Malaysian citizenship and in every single official ceremony you have to follow the religion and nothing but the religion. Yet still, you see all of these people going out there and commenting on Instagram left, right, front and center about how, oh, my religion is the official religion of Malaysia, even though it's not true. A lot of people out there want to just twist the wording of the constitution, go beyond what it actually says, and say that it is not just the religion of the federation, but it is the official religion, which is a lie. And to these people, I issue a challenge. In the same way that Zakir Naik would challenge you,
if you can point out a single unequivocal statement from anywhere in the Bible, a single unambiguous statement where Jesus Christ, peace be upon him, himself says that I am God, or where he says worship me, I, Zakir Naik, am ready to accept Christianity today.
well, here I ask, where in the constitution does it say that Islam is the official religion of Malaysia? If you can find it, then I'll gladly accept what you have to say. But as far as I know, even after having read the constitution over and over again, I don't think it's there. See, I understand why these people are behaving in this way. It's like they want a special status for themselves in this country. They want to feel that the thing that they believe has a special privilege and right. And sure, it does have a certain privilege in this country, but I'm not about to let people think that it is the official religion, because that diminishes the diversity of Malaysia as a country. As a country, we have Christians, Buddhists, Muslims, Taoists,
Hindus,
animists, all living here as part of the framework, or at least that's how it's supposed to be. If you keep on saying that it is the so-called official religion without any nuance whatsoever, it's as if you're kind of telling yourself over and over again that other religions do not have space, they do not have the room to thrive and to flourish in Malaysia, when that's absolutely what's not supposed to be the case. But an even more important reason why I will not accept the official religion narrative is precisely because of the constitution. No Malaysian citizen should be lying about the contents of the constitution or lying about what Malaysia is or is not. If you're going out just trying to say that a certain religion is the official religion because you feel that way and you feel that you're protecting your religion that way, then how much are you really protecting if all of your protection is basically just on the basis of lies that you brought out, not because it's actually correct, but because you feel that somehow or another having a religion of the federation is not enough, and you want to go and claim for yourself things that you make these delulu declarations about while telling your lies. Anyway, I hope this cleared things up. Religion of the federation does not mean official religion. In Malaysia, we have a religion of the federation, but we do not have an official religion. And if you think that this was important to know, hit like, subscribe, and make sure to share this video with all of your friends, whether Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, or otherwise. So hopefully we can get a little bit more understanding down the line for everyone. Alright, and that's all to say about that, and bye.